Yeehaw.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Nerdcore Live Show. Today, actually, is September 4th, which means our 5th year anniversary. We've made it 5 years somehow without killing each other. Yay! And
Happy birthday.
yeah, thank you. And as you can tell, we are again without the Nerdy Chicano, the host of this show. So therefore, I am playing the host.
On this the day of my podcast birthday.
Of my podcast birthday. Yes, so it is I, Young Yoda, doing host duties with, of course, my host, Gio.
Host,
And our
5 years. 5 years of the Nerdcore.
of Nerdcore, and so many episodes. So many. Like, that's 5 years of just who knows how many episodes we've done. I guess I could count, but I'm not going to do that, or look it up, and I'm not going to do that either. And also our special guest host for today on the 5th year anniversary, aka the Lucky Peach, Rachel.
Hello. I'm mad.
I love that intro.
That sounded like Tokyo Drift.
Hello.
If you wanna let me know. DMCA.
I'm a little tiny bit mad that we gotta push back the birthday celebration because if I'm correct, the thing that y'all were gonna do is the thing that y'all been meaning to do since like March.
Yeah, and
because of a certain movie that I bought Raul for his
yes,
birthday.
and we were going to do the review of that said movie. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna say it's Sallow. It's Sallow.
Like,
what's
the point of being obscure when you give all the fucking details?
Yeah, we're gonna puke on that at some point. Raul had a birthday or something, not his birthday, but somebody else's birthday.
His little cousin.
Yeah, so it's an all-day event. And yeah, he wasn't here yesterday because he wanted to go see Shang-Chi. I want to go see Shang-Chi today, but that did not happen. So I'm here with all of you, beautiful people. And yeah,
I'm
so
to be your second choice.
Gio, you're always my first choice, my friend. But it is Shang-Chi we're talking about. Anyways, how are you doing, Rachel?
I'm good for once. I actually woke up at 8 a.m. on my own.
Wow.
Wow. And then I went to go dog sit. And this was like a last minute booking. So I didn't get to do a meet and greet. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what kind of dog it was.
Was it a friendly dog?
So my dad and I walk into the apartment. My mom wanted him to go with me. And we're like, where's the dog?
Look, that's never a good sign.
And like we saw like cat stuff, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's a dog. Like maybe, I was like, the owner said that they were skittish, so maybe she's hiding. Looked up and down this apartment, could not find the damn dog. Looked in the window, and we're like, it's a cat.
They just mislabeled it.
Yeah, it was a cat.
Who needs a pet instead of cat? Like,
all I did was refill the food. Everything else was fine.
Yeah, like
she was definitely very, very upset to be alone. I guess she's waiting to poop on her owner's pillow.
Oh, lovely. Gio, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I've had a full and productive day. But being who I am, I want to do more. The answer is no. I actually thought I was going to do more, but it didn't happen. But I did a lot.
I've just been reading today. I've been trying to get through that one book that I mentioned. a while back. I'm at 75% according to my Kindle.
Oh, right. Ooh, nice.
So I'm getting there. I'm a very slow reader. But yeah, ADHD. Yeah. So yeah, 5th year anniversary. Very cool. Thank you guys for joining me today. I don't know really how to celebrate other than I don't know. Should we do a dance party?
No, my knee is real bad right now.
No.
Not because
No,
of
I was gonna say,
a
did you
dance
pull it
party
out
that
last night?
may or may not have happened
no
yesterday,
dance party.
but it definitely did not help through the progress of my week having to rush across campus multiple times, like a full brisk pace. So yeah, my bad knee is real bad right now.
Oof. Thank you, Stacy, for joining us on the 5-year anniversary with another comment. Saw Shang-Chi Thursday. Didn't think they'd bring Danny LaRusso into the MCU, but ... As always, Stacy, you are appreciated.
You know, I also want to watch Shang-Chi Thursday.
Yeah, I want to watch Shang-Chi tomorrow while everybody's in church.
No, that's the prequel.
I think you said that's the prequel.
Prequel. That's called
Prequel. There we go.
On Sundays with Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Sundays with Shang-Chi. Oh, that's a legit podcast name for that. Sundays with Shang-Chi. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just for today, I just want to thank all those who've supported us through the years, who've listened, who've left reviews and rated, and especially all our friends who come on here and you know, do batshit crazy stuff with us, or mundane stuff, or you know, just hang out. That's what made this podcast what it is, and you know, enjoyable. But for now, I don't have anything until like the last 15 minutes. People don't know we'll be discussing the Spencer trailer, which I just watched because I got on the StreamYard and could not read the title. All it said was Spencer Tra. And I'm just like, Spencer Tran, Spencer Train, Spencer.
The patrons chat has to answer for you.
But,
right?
yes, and that's what Roll literally told me. And I'm just like, I could have done that too, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's get into some cards because that's all I'm good at. What do you think?
I'm not falling for that.
What do you think?
A lot of things.
What do you think catalyzed your greatest talent?
Greatest what? My greatest talent is.
Neither do I. I'm just
catalyzed my greatest
what? What catalyzed? What do you think catalyzed your greatest talent?
I don't know what my greatest talent is, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say trauma.
I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah. I was
probably
trying to figure out a different way to say trauma, but yeah, because my greatest talent is the ability to solve problems, to plan ahead, and that comes from a place of intense anxiety of wanting to be prepared to be hurt. So,
and I think my greatest talent is probably just winging it. So that also probably comes from the same area as Gio mentioned.
Hey, it comes from the box.
Even if you
survival.
If you at like Marvel and stuff, they all went through some trauma beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
I mean,
yeah, I don't really think I have a talent. But anyways, like I don't like talking about myself much. What are you secretly afraid of? Why?
Oh, secretly afraid of.
Secretly, if you state it, would it be a secret then? I don't.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
not following this card. Do we want to skip that because that just doesn't make any sense to me?
Yeah, I know. I'm afraid of, and it's real bad.
I don't know what about me is the secret. So.
All right, here we go. In the game of life, what do you see my role as?
Like in the board game?
See, I haven't played the game of life enough to like have those roles. Oh shit!
Yo, they changed that shit too.
Yawn.
Yawn. Woo 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 woo.
Whoop 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 whoop.
Chozo.
We missed you last night.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted, sir.
Oh.
He'll figure it out. He did it last time. I believe in you. Spring
Yeah,
break.
but he needs a moment first. It's just a click of the button. He just needs
Mhm.
a second. He said, I do this every
Hello?
fucking time.
Yes, we got you.
There
We
you
got you, Chillzone. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you all?
We're doing great. Thank you for joining us on the 5th anniversary.
Oh, you know, I had to, even though
Mhm.
I had no clue that today was the 5th anniversary.
Well, I'm glad you're here because our host sure isn't.
Right? Why?
He had
I
a
went to go get
birthday
milk.
I know
with
you're
him.
watching. Where are you?
He went to go get milk.
The fish eye that happened. When you got
Daddy
those
Roll
fish
had to
eye
go
love.
get cigarettes.
He went to go get milk.
No.
Wait, I got it right here.
Hey, whoa. All right, Peter Griffin, slow down.
I want you to own that joke you just made. I want you to think about the joke you just made, and I want you to be like, that was a good joke, and I owned it, and it was me owning my body. I want you to own it.
Exactly.
Own it.
It was a good joke, and I own it.
No shame.
I own my body. No shame.
Here.
No shame. Listen, I had moves. I accept that.
I mean, I'm not hating on it. I have moves too. Like,
Exactly.
What's up?
Me and Brad are just like
move
do some
gang.
work around the house with our shirts. What? What'd you say, Gia?
I said I got titties.
Oh my
Titties.
god!
I got
just
They big. They big. I got titties.
Just being honest here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you came right in the nick of time, Chozo. In the game of life, what do you see my role as? Again, what I haven't played the game of life enough to know there's roles.
But is it about the board game, or is it just like the concept of like?
I'm just gonna go with the concept
I
of
was like, I feel
life.
like we're looking so hard at this question that it sucks.
Yeah, because I don't even want to think about the board game.
Nope. Cannot
Nothing?
hear you. I just read your lips being like, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me now? Nope.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you now, Chozo.
It's like those old ass. What commercial was that? Verizon. Sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Can you
Cell
hear me now?
phone.
That
Can you
reminds
hear
me
You think
whenever-
it's Verizon because they poached him?
whenever
Either
I-
T-Mobile did. I forget who.
Sprint.
Sprint.
Sprite.
Are you okay?
I thought Rich was having a stroke there. Just like what?
Yeah, I did too.
Sprint.
Yeah, I agree with Brad. I haven't played the game of life enough.
I think we're just gonna go with the concept of life, not the game of life, because I don't know. I didn't have friends to play the game. Of
Yeah.
life with.
I don't know, Brad. I think you'd probably be a mediator.
Okay. Like a good one or like a fair to middling?
We'll just go with the good one.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I wouldn't say mediator, but I would say like a diplomat. Not even a diplomat. No, I would just say like definitely whatever the role is. I don't have a word, but it's you wouldn't like the way you live your life. It would definitely feels like you're just gonna live your life and avoid you're avoiding the conflicts. Not as in like an unhealthy way to be like I'm not trying to start any shit. I don't want a part of no fucking drama. I come in, do my job, go home, hang out with friends.
Yeah.
Go home. All this drama shit is for the birds. We gonna cut it real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I have a pretty small circle. It's just, there's a lot of people that just want to create drama. It's like no, like
That's why your character's an instigator too.
yeah, that too. I can't instigate in real life, but I'll do it in D&D.
I would probably play that role. Well, actually, no, never mind. No, I wouldn't.
Chozo, in D&D, what would you be?
I don't know anything about D&D.
I mean, would you be like a monk, like a paladin?
Well, think of like just fantasy genre. What kind of thing you want to play?
Probably a paladin.
Okay.
Like I
I
feel
think you
like
could be a sorcerer, like a sorcerer supreme.
really.
You could definitely be a sorcerer.
Or just some kind of mage. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but mages are smart. I'm not.
Okay, so do you want to be born with magic or do you want to learn magic?
I would rather be born with it because that
Okay.
way
You still have to perfect it, but yeah.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
that way you grow up with it and get used to
right,
it. Yeah.
exactly.
Rather than
At
make
least
it-
I just have it then instead of just having to like be like Doctor Strange, trying to learn the shit from.
Yeah, they call him a sorcerer, but in D&D he'd be a wizard.
Yeah, but I would rather just be born with it. If I had to be some kind of a mage, yeah, I would rather be born with it.
All right. I do have a question though. What's the difference between a wizard and a warlock?
A wizard is a warlock is just a wizard without a hat.
I thought it had
I don't
something
know-
to
I
do
don't
with
know
A
what it
wizard
is.
gets that cool pimp hat.
I don't know what it is in D&D terms, but I know what it is in real life terms.
I was like, I thought you were making a joke, and so I answered it.
No, I was legitimately asking what the difference was.
I thought it just had to do with like the method of how they use their powers. Like I thought,
Well,
like
okay.
wizards use wands and
So
warlocks use their hands.
So in D&D, warlocks have made a pact with a divine power in order to act. Like instead of like doing like the book learning, it's I have made a deal with an eldritch being to have power.
I got you.
Yeah.
Stacy writes, and think about it. You get mushrooms, pepperoni, green peppers, onions with the role of sorcerer supreme.
Good job.
Thank you. I can read.
Good
kinda.
job, Stacy.
Rachel, I think
Rachel?
I don't think you've gotten it.
Like, what's the difference?
Oh, what's the difference?
That's what I want to know. I want to know.
Yeah, in real life, what's the
Okay.
difference? Sure.
Yeah, true. What is
To
it?
my knowledge, a wizard isn't a thing. But usually it's like warlock or witch, and it's a gendered thing.
Mhm.
So a warlock is a male witch.
Oh,
So what you're saying is you're not a wizard, Aerie.
Yeah. It's like how in Harry Potter the boys are called wizards and the girls are called witches, but instead of wizard, it's warlock.
I have so that book I mentioned yesterday from my childhood. In that series, a warlock is a person who breaks their bond. So like, if they have like certain people have magic power in the way of like the D&D warlock, but they're not called warlocks. The warlock is a person who breaks their bond that they got their power from. And so like, if they still had their power and they still, am I lagging? Is like, how much is the delay?
Oh no, why
Is it
it's
like
so quiet?
Okay, so I'm gonna say a word, and
no.
then you say it back to me. Kumquat.
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 Come quiet.
It's a little bit of a delay. It's okay.
I don't know what's going on. Why are we talking about
Like it
kumquat?
feels like because a lot of time it feels like I start talking and then y'all don't realize I'm talking until like seconds later, and then you go like, oh.
Kumquat.
I think there probably is a delay. Plus, my damn Ethernet cable just came on, so it was probably even more of a delay.
No, you're good. Right now.
Okay.
Let's go to another card because that card is kind of shitty. What interest of yours do you think I'd hate and why? I honestly think I already know for Chillzone, he just hates the way I play video games.
What do you mean?
Like on
Destiny?
No, Among Us. Where I just turn the lights off all the time.
Who turned the fucking lights off?
Who turned the fucking
Bro,
lights off? I'm like,
you always mess with the lights. Oh my god. Yeah.
I feel like that's probably one thing that no one will ever forget, like about me, like with Among Us, bro. We were in the dark literally 99% of the time.
I'm not
just
trying to go back on. No.
It's a
and
strategy, yo.
it was the thing. Nobody wanted to turn it back on because each time someone would
Electrical.
go into electrical, they would
Dead.
die. So and at some point it was just like, bro, I'm
Nobody
tired
wants
of
to go
having the
electrical.
fucking lights off. I'm gonna just
Nobody
go
wants to
turn
go
them on.
electrical.
Oh, clapped.
Off.
I'm like,
I do my
bro,
dirty business
like,
in the dark, yo.
Dirty,
All
so
right.
come cheap.
DMCA.
I didn't see it. I just said a line.
Mm-hmm.
But
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful out here in these Twitch streets.
Nah, I think 5 years has been enough.
We're done. Sorry, Ro. Canceled. Again, question: what interests of yours do you think I'd hate and why?
Rachel.
Don't I think y'all would hate my interest in knitting because of how tedious it is.
100%. I'm not an arts
Yeah.
and craft person at all.
Yeah.
That's Brenda. That's
I'm
not
not
me.
good at it. I don't have the patience.
It's very tedious.
I mean, I'm not.
I'm just gonna go buy a hat. That's all I'm gonna do. And just like, nah, I ain't making one.
I'm not gonna say much because, like, it's something that you know. Well, I would assume you enjoy it, right?
To an extent. I get tired of it and I take breaks and then I get back to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know. I've just never seen. How old are you, Rachel?
23. Is it because I'm not an old person?
Oh, I'll just say.
God.
Joseph,
that
what is
I've
you
never
saying?
seen.
That's so 80s.
I'm just saying. I've never seen someone below the age of 50 knitting
Well, you have now.
Now you have.
until I met Rachel.
Well, my wife crochets all the time, so she's.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I've never seen it, so
Oh,
like,
okay.
I wouldn't know. You know,
Yeah.
My hair looks like a weird color on camera. I don't like it.
It looks like
Yeah.
orange cream.
It's been fading, so it does not look
Oh, your hair
pleasant.
faded? Your hair faded?
Ha
No clippers.
ha ha ha
I don't understand that.
ha ha
Her
Oh, haircut.
hair is
Okay.
faded.
Oh my God. I was like, I went to like inebriation and you said no clippers. And I was like, what? It's like,
Okay. All right.
is it a drug
Nice.
term?
No.
Because I said
Is that a
inebriation.
drug?
I was like, I thought it was like no clippers. You'd be like, hey, no clippers. You
No
don't take
clippers.
clippers or something. I don't know.
Who do you think I am, Gia?
I thought you were. Listen, who you are and what you know are two different things.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I know a lot of things that aren't for me.
I want to know what Gio thinks his interest is that we would hate.
That's difficult because Brad watches Dimension 20, so it can't be actual plays, which I literally like gushed about LA by Night today because I've been watching it. I do think I don't think Keon would have the patience. Would hate it at first, at least, to start watching like a 3-hour thing, even if in chunks, just to be like, they're just talking for 3 hours, making pretend. I feel like you'd be like, I can't watch it in a sitting. Like you would probably like be like, okay, I watched for 30 minutes, and then like, yeah, I'm not in it yet, and then come back, and then when you get hooked, then, bro, I binged it,
Right.
blah, blah. But like, I think like whether or not you would go over that. I got it. Never mind. Sorry, Keon. Rachel is not a fan of television, and so like I will binge watch a TV show in the same way that like Rachel will watch a bunch of movies, and so like we kind of flip on that. Of like for me, it takes a lot.
Sometimes it takes me like a good 6 months to watch a show.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, Gio, I think you're correct on like me. If it's a musical, I'm good. I'm not.
You know, it's
I'm
not
not. I just musical. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm not really a big fan of musicals anymore.
Jellicle kids.
I could probably see myself sitting like in a 3 hour like play, not being interested at first and kind of like tuning out, but then like coming back in and be like, oh shit, this is actually like kind of lit. Bars, by the way.
Yeah.
Um,
Bars.
Yeah, you're definitely correct. I don't honestly it's boring. Like I don't have any like hobbies or something that
Yeah, we're losing your audio, Keon. While Keon fixes that, I'll just say for Geo, I probably would not like. We've said this before. I can't read or understand Old English. You've read Shakespeare and all that. I could not get into that.
Yeah, I mean that's barely Old English. Like, but I know we have had this conversation. You call it Old English, but it's not.
Mhm.
But I like you're capable. I also like for me, like when I read it, I watch like a play when I'll read it at the same time because like it's a play. The vocal performance is key.
It helps.
Yeah, and also like just in reading in general, you know, for like if it wasn't this group, other groups I'd be like, y'all don't read, like people don't read, but like myself personally, a lot of times I need to listen to a thing while I read it, so that I can actually be able to focus on it. So, yeah.
All right, I think we're good with those. What are you learning about yourself these days?
I'm like my mom. Like a wild amount. Like my mom did a thing this week that kind of got us in a fight, and then like since then I caught myself a couple times being like, oh, should I do the same damn thing? I was like, should I do the same damn thing? God, I should work on that.
Yeah, that's one of those things when you get older, you just realize how much you are like your parents, and you're just like,
Mhm. And they tell you to be, you know, a lot of parents raise you to be better, but I'm like, yeah, but
still raised me.
Yeah, I was like, you still raised me. I was like, I can be better, but look at where I'm starting here. I'm starting here, and that's just that's gonna be the roots of the stuff. And until I pull out the weeds. Yeah. Yeah, this is a really serious 5 years.
What are you learning about yourself these days?
Can y'all hear
Either
me?
or.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay. All right.
I just love how it's always just yelling in the background at children's voice.
Dude, like I've tried everything I can. Like I've put on like sound suppression. Like I put on everything, and y'all are still able to hear it. Like
is that just a constant? It seems like a constant.
Dude, it is.
Are you using a mic?
Huh?
What, like, are you using like a mic or like a headset? What
A mic. I'm actually like using a.
But here's the thing, Gio. Like,
that might suck.
Even if he was using a headset, like, it's just a constant. Like every time he's on.
Like it's decent, but I mean, it's like the game. Like you can't like control as much.
Like, do those kids ever sleep?
Yeah.
Like
they do, but it's the weekend, so no.
Oh.
They don't.
Oh my god, y'all.
Don't know. You know they talk about like,
princesses at Raoul's house.
What? Oh,
One of the puppies.
Hey, Aiden, thanks for
Yo,
joining in.
What's up, Aiden? What's good, my guy?
Oh, come on, Gio. What me talking about this suck? About his mic suck?
I don't know if I'm not gonna put that one on screen, Aiden, but pretty sure like everybody else can read it in chat.
Yeah, he did hit the butt with his whole head, and I was like, oh nope, that's that snowball. You could roll that thing down the hill. But also, there are few things more powerful than the black voice through a wall. So
You need a sound dampener for
Okay.
that shit.
Okay.
you need like super megasonic
That honestly,
Concrete.
soundproofing for the voice of a black person, because we
That's
have
very
a lot
true.
to express, and we feel a lot of joy and emotion.
That's very true. I wish I had soundproofing in this room. Oh man.
I don't.
I thought I did, and then I learned that what was it last week when my mom was talking way too loud in the hallway, and all of y'all could hear it.
Like
Oh.
when she was on the phone.
Yeah.
Every time you mention your parents come into the room, I think about the one time where your dad was like, "Oh, just checking on you."
Thank you, random Jaspery, for following.
Oh, that's who.
I know I'm not
walked
supposed to
in
read
a
names,
second
so
ago,
luckily
whenever-
that one was okay.
That's who walked in a
Brad,
second ago.
I'm on
Whenever
to
I
you.
jumped,
Oh,
I'm
and I was
watching
like,
Brad.
yeah. My door also does not have a lock on it.
yeah,
I don't have a
he
doorknob.
knocked this time.
What are you learning about yourself these days?
That I am learning about myself that I have a very unhealthy relationship with food that I need to work on.
I mean, I think that's most people really like. This is you have to like. I like food way too much. That's kind of my thing.
I'm having the opposite problem.
Oh, picky eater.
No,
Picky eater
not
person.
anymore. It's like because I wake up late in the day, and then I'll like I won't know what I want to eat, so I'll just like lay in bed and be like, I don't know what I want to eat, and then I'll go to like run an errand, and then I don't eat until after I'm done with that, so then I don't end up eating until like late in the afternoon. Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
I don't do it intentionally. It's more just like for whatever reason I put my other things before food.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Chilza.
well, I'm surprised. Well, I was just gonna ask Rachel. Like, I'm surprised you can even function doing those other things without eating food first.
Yeah.
Because like, you could probably ask my friends. Like, I'll join them in Discord, and I've been accused multiple times of just sounding or being depressed because of how my voice sounds. But then like I'll go get food and come back, and I'm like, "What's up, bitch?"
Energy.
It gives me energy.
Energy.
So like
Energy
I don't know,
legs.
I function better like after I eat a good meal.
Yeah, if I'm tired and hungry, those are not two good things to be at the same time.
Yeah.
or hot and hungry.
Mm.
You mean like hot physically or like
Yeah.
like in temperature? All right.
Temperature.
Okay.
Children, are you thinking like models just like hot and hungry, just like
I mean, they are. To be honest.
God damn it, eat some chips.
Yeah.
Pork rinds. Something. Stick to the bones.
Just yeah, next question.
I still haven't answered this, but I will
Yeah.
say as I get older, I gain more confidence in myself. I was not very confident when I was younger. And as I get older, I just don't give a fuck anymore. It's quite lovely. Now that's not to say it's like other white people nowadays who don't give a fuck. Like I still give a fuck in those regards. I just have more confidence in myself.
Mhm.
I'm no Karen.
Me too.
Oh wait, I didn't. What's the question again?
What are you learning about yourself these days?
That it is okay to admit That it is okay to admit that you have issues. I've had to admit a lot of things to myself, like over the past like 2 or 3 months. It's hard, but you learn to do it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's better not to hold it in and then have a heart attack. That's what our parents do.
Dude, that yeah. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. That'd be a spoiler.
Next question. If we were isolated alone for a year, what about me do you think would drive you crazy? Wow. Wow, that's a reaction, Gio.
Listen. I'm not a patient person. It takes a lot of energy to be patient, and the way I order my life is with the best I can to not be an asshole, not be the asshole I know I am. So there are things about everybody that I'm like, a year? You not gonna
Gio's like, there's no fucking way.
I was like, a year? You not gonna make it.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
I don't think I would make it in general. Without the question taking part of it, I don't think I would make it.
I was like, not that I feel like I should answer this question though, because
I kind of don't want to.
In a certain way, it's like telling people about themselves live on the internet. And
You can tell me. Tell me about myself.
Go
ahead.
Listen,
Free reign.
Constructive criticism.
Free reign. If you don't want anybody to answer anything about you, that's fine. But yeah, free reign on me. Joe Zone sounds good about it. Go for it, Gio.
So how do I put it in words? I don't really think I have. I like thinking about it. Like, I think Brad's the of this lovely panel of people on this 5-year anniversary. I think Brad and I would survive the longest. Though I'm sure I would find something where I'm like, if we don't solve this shit, you ain't gonna make it. But
I smash a rock into your head.
I agree because my depression would take over before anything.
I feel like, and going with that off Rachel, I feel like I wouldn't be able to stand myself for a year if I'm on the island. I think I'd get tired of myself way quicker than I would anyone else.
Yeah, I need something to do. Like I would have to find a way to entertain myself.
We could recreate the little house thing that they made in Madagascar on the beach.
I was thinking Castaway.
Nah, because he had to take his tooth out with an ice skate.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's the first thing I think of when I think of that movie.
You think FedEx would have had GPS in that instance of where the fuck the plane went down?
It was the 90s.
I mean, black boxes have existed for years.
Did you say that you would sing Castaways?
What?
Did you say that you would sing Castaway?
No, I wouldn't sing Castaway. I would not make our trauma into a musical.
Okay.
Wilson, where are you, Wilson?
I think that's a thing.
Castaways.
Floating away, Wilson.
Okay.
Wilson, where are you, Wilson?
That just really made me laugh. The idea of Brad singing "We Are Castaways" is
"We are castaways."
I have to make a house. I have to make a house real good.
We're going on Broadway. Me and Gio, we're making this happen.
I'm putting
to Broadway.
I'm putting Castaways in private chat because you gotta watch it after the show.
Hot and Hungry, isn't that a new Food Network survival reality show? No, but it should be. They should have models vote each other off. Be like,
That's Survivor.
Get the fuck out. Or Big Brother. That's more like Big Brother.
Imagine. Big Brother. Hot and hungry. That sounds terrible. No,
I don't
Brad,
watch
that
that.
is
I don't-
Were you going with a step bro joke there? Oh no, step bro.
no. Get your mind out.
Trapped
Of
in the
hell.
dryer.
Oh,
I don't know what Brad even heard to even.
Yeah, same, Rachel.
Moving on.
I don't remember what I was gonna say because of that.
Oh no, step bro.
Was it about Castaway?
Oh, it was about Survivor.
David versus Goliath? No. Survivor! David versus Goliath!
No, it was a clip. I don't watch it, but it was a clip where one of the teams was doing their little voting session of who to vote off, and this one guy goes, I think we need to vote this guy off because did he tell you that he was trans? And just outed him to the entire team and basically, the country. And so then everyone on the team was like, no, I think you're the one who needs to go. And they didn't even vote. They just kicked that guy out for outing him.
What type of dog shit ass human being is that?
Legit. And even the host was like, hold up.
Yeah,
hold the fuck up.
Like, what does that matter? Yeah.
But why does that do?
You're all stuck on the same fucking island.
That's all right. The balls.
Yo, Scrappy do ass off the fucking island.
Scrappy do ass. Fucking
Tim
Scrappy
Curry
do.
was supposed to. I think I've said this before. Tim Curry was supposed to be in the Scooby Doo movie, but once he found out that Scrappy Doo was going to be in it, he was like, "No."
Tim Curry made a good decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish he could have done that on multiple films, but at least he made a good decision.
I feel like the whole tone of that
Puppy
movie-
power.
Get the. Is it bad that
I'm
during
dying.
one summer I watched like all the Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo mystery shows?
I'm
Is it
Uh,
bad?
one
No. Is
place
it for me?
that hasn't
No.
been corrupted by capitalism.
What?
Spice.
Spray. Yeah.
What?
what is
What?
going on right now?
We'll show you later.
It's a video.
Okay. Okay,
Video.
What is Scrappy Doo's relation to Scooby? His nephew?
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Scooby needed to slap the dog shit out of him, though. That's what he needed to do.
And then Daphne had
Absolutely.
him in the hand, and he pissed on her.
He
and
pissed all on
They threw his ass out the fucking bed.
Oh my God. He's peeing on me.
He said,
I mean, you'd think Daphne would be used to that.
Okay, Brad. Okay, Brad.
What?
Okay.
Why? That's why Fred had the whole like handkerchief around him. Like, happy 5 years, everybody.
Orange.
Look, we lost 3 followers with that one comment. Sweet.
Oh wow! See, look what you did.
Did he really?
Yeah, we were at 6. Now we're at 3. I don't know if it was the Scrappy Doo comment or the Daphne being pissed on
viewers.
comment.
Viewers or followers?
Viewers.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Maybe it's because I left. Sorry.
You know. But,
Yep,
you know.
probably it. Next question. How do you define family?
Dominic Toretto.
Vin Diesel. Yes, that is the answer to that question. Moving on to the next one.
Oh well, hold on. Actually, I have a better.
Oh, you have an actual answer? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So,
Family.
if you listen to Share Club Pod episode 20, you will see that family. Oh my God!
Shut up,
every time
Scrappy.
I say something.
Fucker.
Family are the friends are the family you choose. There it is. Boom.
Choose
Go
the
listen to
family.
Share Club Pod because we're goddamn
Family.
geniuses, even when we're sad and talking about the moms.
And even death is not powerful enough to keep family away. Fast and Furious.
Oh, death
For that.
doesn't exist when there's family.
Yeah. And Fast and the Furious.
Mm.
And they can go to space. Luda. Next question, because we all know the answer is Vin Diesel, and that's the only answer. Describe what you think I was like when I was 7 years old.
On on a
Oh my.
trampoline, bouncing around too much, and then like you're playing with somebody in the trampoline, and then you like try to push them off of the trampoline, but like you mess up and trip, and then fall off the trampoline yourself.
I think Gio's saying I have brain damage. I think that was
No,
a
it's
long-winded
not
way
what
of
I'm
saying
saying.
that.
I'm saying in like a similar vein of like you on a ladder, you fall off a ladder, you be like, okay, this time like like play around and be like, I'm being silly, shit, it just
Dead.
which is
Not
Biffy,
dead.
which is
Or
Biffy.
like when you're on a trampoline with a bunch of other kids and you fall over and you keep trying to stand back up, but everyone's still jumping, so you can't get up. You just
So
keep
you-
falling.
So it's
Because
Let me off.
Stop! No,
Stop.
oh my god.
as somebody who was a very small child, that is the story of my life.
Have you guys ever played popcorn on a trampoline?
Yeah.
no, I didn't get on a trampoline. Until,
I never had a trampoline as a kid.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Poor
my first
bird.
time was in high school, and it wasn't at my house; it was somebody else's house.
No.
Yeah,
And
this
I
one's
jumped
at
for a
other
bunch, and
people's
then it got
houses.
boring.
Oh.
Describe what you think.
Well.
I can't remember what I was like when I was 7. I'm sure I was a shit though.
I can picture Brad.
Actually, I was a pretty good kid.
With
I was quiet.
I think
Pokemon cards.
Geo.
Dude, yeah, Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards that I don't
Arguing
have
with
anymore
somebody.
because my house burned down that are probably worth like
Arguing with
Shit
other
ton.
kids about trading their cards.
I could see that.
Wait, who? What was it? You?
No, Brad.
Oh, Brad.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I also did that.
No, like, I did.
I didn't know what the cards meant, but I thought they were cool. And everyone in my daycare would trade cards, and we would get in arguments over them. And then,
I didn't have
like
any.
5 years later in middle school, it changed from Pokemon cards to silly bands.
All I can-
Oh my
God.
god.
And
All I
that's the
can-
age difference right there.
All I
Yep.
can continuously think about
Yep.
nowadays is that Super Mario N64 game that sold for like $2 million that was unopened. And when you're an 80s child and you grew up with all this shit and it sells for like a couple million now, you're just like, who the fuck doesn't play with that?
I need to see how much these damn old ass VHS tapes my mom has to sell for.
They're worthless.
$1.98.
I hate
Not
to bring it
much.
to you. They're worthless.
I don't know. There might be one that's like worth something. Like I don't know.
Maybe if it's in it, because I have a few. I got them all for like 50 cents each.
Oh my god.
Maybe like an old porno or something that's really rare. I don't know.
Sir.
What? Those are the only ones that people keep on VHS. Come on. man.
Oh. man.
Sir, no,
I don't
that's
know.
all.
I don't
Look
know
what I
a
found in
single
Grandpa's
person
closet.
Who owns the home video version of those?
What?
Moving on.
Because the internet
Gone Wild.
exists.
You know, I feel like Geo at 7 years old was probably like reading books and riding his bike and shit like every day. I don't know, like playing with flowers. I don't know, like Gio, I feel like you probably tried to eat a dandelion at least once.
Well, that was my question. How do you play with flowers? Do you like pick them up out of the ground and like throw them at people? Like
yeah.
I'm like,
Or, you know, like just
playing with
sprinkle them
it, or,
over
like,
the
he loves me not. He
ah,
loves
yeah,
me, he
okay.
loves me not.
Or
you know,
or what's the ones
messing with the stem and like
Yeah,
feeling
uh-huh.
the feel of
The one-
chlorophyll in your hand.
yeah, the ones
or,
where you
like-
kind of blow on them and like all the
Yeah, dandelions.
Those are
everywhere.
dandelions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Those are dandelions.
Yeah.
Or breaking it in half, pulling it to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did none of that.
You did none of it?
Nah, yeah, not at 7.
not a damn
Not at 7?
Not at 7. Yeah, no, I didn't really play with flowers in any of the ways I really described just now. But I know what chlorophyll feels like.
Mm-hmm.
But that's different. That's a different thing. The reading books part, yeah. Riding a bike, yeah, but not every day.
Yeah,
No.
talking about the flowers just gave me a flashback I didn't know I had.
Furry tale?
No, I can say,
Okay.
I just got a flashback of a memory of me grabbing a flower out of the yard and taking it to my mom, and her being like, "Oh, I'm allergic." She's not allergic to flowers, but she said it because she didn't want it.
I knew this was gonna end bad. I didn't think it would be that.
I mean,
Caught in a lie.
anyways, I have Sonic.
Random
What's
fries.
that?
Random fries.
That'll help take away the pain.
Those fries are disgusting, bro. I hate
Yeah,
fries.
but I like fries, and so like that really just like made my mouth water.
Some fast food place just needs beer batter fries. That's what they
apparently-
need.
Well, I asked for McDonald's, but apparently their system crashed. So the only other
Oh,
place.
just like their ice
Yeah,
cream.
The ice cream machine. I was about to say it's going to everything else.
I was also trying to form a joke about the ice cream machine.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like somebody was mad about the ice cream machine.
Do you know there's actually an app and a website now you can check to see if the ice cream machines work?
Yeah,
You
it
know
can't
what?
be accurate.
I
though.
learned why.
It can't possibly be accurate.
Yeah,
I learned why.
it's pretty. But every
Isn't it
time
like
I've
a
looked up
cleaning
mine, it's been
process
pretty
or
accurate.
I learned why, though, because they buy them from one specific company, and basically the whole time they weren't allowed to fix ice cream machines themselves. They had to call like a special ice cream machine fixer person from that company.
Mm.
So I think right now they're in a lawsuit trying to be able to fix their own ice
I
cream.
always figured it
machines.
was because they didn't
I
want
can
to
add
clean
that
it.
story.
That's what I always figured. They just didn't want to clean it.
Yeah.
Well,
Same.
that too.
I was like, I can
They're
add
like,
to that.
fuck this
because
more work.
if it's related, I think if I remember correctly, there was like somebody came up with an invention to like that would be like a better competition for the ice cream machine, and then like that company that had like that monopoly on McDonald's ice cream machines was like giving these inventors a hard time or some shit, or like we're trying to buy the new design so that it wouldn't be on the market anymore. You know, some Starbucks type shit.
Monopoly
not
shit.
Yeah.
Damn capitalists.
Damn, guys, fuck. I'm finna,
But also
let me-
the cleaning thing, because I worked there for 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks, I learned a lot of things about McDonald's. Don't ask me why I still eat it, but I learned some things.
Stacy says they call him the McSpecialist cleaner, also known as Mr. Wolf.
Also known as Michael Keaton.
What emotion can you tell I hide the most? How can you tell I'm hiding it?
Sadness or depression.
What are we talking about?
Oh, Brad. Yeah.
Oh,
Brad.
I've come to accept my depression. So it's just like I know it's there.
Yeah, I don't think you're masking away and be like, I'm totally fine, but it would be like,
I'm not feeling it today.
I'm just not going to be here today. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had to do that a few times with Roll. I'm just like, dude, not feeling it. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm also gonna vote for Brad. I feel like he doesn't get stressed, but if he does, he's good at hiding it.
I guess it depends on what it is. Like, so I've had this conversation with Brenda before. Brenda gets really stressed at little shit, like little shit, like, you know, she's well. There was a story. So she's making meringue for a pie. She fucks that up. She loses her fucking mind over that. Like, fucking dog hurts itself, no stress at all. She knows what's to do, all that. I'm fucking a mess. I can deal with little shit. Like, I can deal with little inconveniences. I'm fine with that. Brenda's not fine with that. The bigger shit, though, like, I have an issue with. I don't necessarily know how to deal with that. So, like, when y'all seen me, like, I've never had to deal with anything, like, huge. on here. Like it's all inconveniences, which I'm just like, we'll fucking get through it. Whatever. YOLO. So that's the difference. But if like the house was on fire or something, yeah, I'd probably just run out the fucking door and say peace, and then I'd have to remember like all the rest of the shit downstairs. I'm like, oh goddamn, better get Brenda out.
He said all the shit downstairs, and then after that said Brenda.
so
That's
there
why I just made.
So
Brenda
there
could get herself.
So there was
Bro.
one time. There was one time where there was a forest fire near the house, and
I'll
I
tell
came
them.
home. I came home to get the dogs. So I grabbed the dogs, and I grabbed a bunch of other shit. I totally forget like Brenda's seizure medication and all that shit. And she's just like, "You didn't grab any of that?" I'm like, "I didn't think about it. I grabbed the living things." My bad. I don't do well in like huge problems. So like I don't do well in those kind of instances. But like little things like, oh no, like the mic won't work. I can deal with that.
Damn, I wish I ate beef.
Shit, you're better than me because I'll be wanting to punch a hole in my fucking wall every time this mic stops working randomly.
What are you, a white man named Kyle?
No, what are you, Adam Driver?
Damn. Kylo Ren. That boy's thick.
Yeah.
The first time I went to my brother-in-law's parents' house while him and my sister were engaged, there were holes in the walls that were not patched up from when he was a teenager, and I was like, and she still wants to marry him?
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, people change, right?
No.
Yeah, he's nice.
Family's red.
No. People rarely change.
I would've been
Unless it's like some
he's
big
pretty
dramatic
cool.
life event.
He's pretty cool, but the rest of his family's weird.
No, Brad. If you had saw like the shit that I went through, like at about like 15, 16, around there, you would see a huge change from then me to now me. Like,
I mean, I still feel like you would have been a good person, Joe.
It's
Like,
usually
I don't think
cool.
that changed.
no. I was not far. I was far from a good person. I was probably one of the worst persons. Like one of the worst people. I'm surprised I still have friends.
It's
Genuinely.
usually the people who lack self-awareness who don't change.
Yeah, for sure.
Or no one.
A good thing I have lots of self-awareness.
All right, I'm about to order some McDonald's now. So good.
Chicken the ice cream
Oh
machine.
my god.
Give me the ice cream
no,
cone.
It's
I
my
just
McDonald's
really wanted
apparently
fries,
isn't taking
really.
orders.
It's really because I want fries, and so I was like, okay, you know what?
Okay, what flavor shake are y'all ordering from McDonald's if you order a shake?
I don't get ice cream
I don't.
from McDonald's because
I just get the
they're an
McFlurry.
FC machine.
Yeah, or I get
Hmm.
the Oreo, whatever.
But
Yeah.
most of the time, the fucking machine ain't working. So
I'm really
I
not
never
gonna
get
fuck with
McFlurries.
McDonald's like that, honestly. It's
I never
just
get ice
McDonald's
cream.
is the
I'm
fastest
not
way I
gonna
can
lie.
get fries right now.
Whenever they had M&M McFlurries, I preferred those over Oreo, and then they stopped making them, and I'm still upset about it.
I'm not a
Yeah, why
big
did they stop making
I'm
those?
M&M person.
I'm not an M&M McFlurry person. I like
I
Oreos.
think-
I love Oreos too much.
I think it's like they just didn't feel like making them anymore because they also took away the cookies. And like when I worked there, people treated the cookies as like a big inconvenience.
It's just
They might have
a bag of cookies, right?
Yeah, but you like have to go into the freezer and cook them. Like it's really not that big.
Oh, you have to
It
cook the
doesn't take that
cookies?
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're I mean they're like the discs. Like they're
Oh,
they're
I'm
pre-cooked.
thinking
But you
like
gotta heat
when
them
y'all
up.
when y'all say the McDonald's cookies, I'm thinking like 80s, 90s. Cookies came in a little bag.
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
little shortbread cookies.
Yeah, the shortbread cookies. That's what I'm
Oh,
thinking. I didn't know
wow.
McDonald's had like
Chocolate chip.
regular
remember
cookies.
No, I'm talking about the chocolate chip cookies.
all the way.
People treated them like a big inconvenience when it really
See, and
wasn't.
I would never get that. I get the apple
So I
pie.
feel like that's one of the reasons that they don't have some of the like why their like dessert menu isn't as big as it once was.
I don't know.
Except for breakfast.
Yeah.
I
One
do
time,
like
speaking
them.
of apple pie, when I worked there, one time I was working the front counter. This is before they installed those like giant screens where you can like order without talking to anybody.
Yeah.
And these two kids from the Christian private school nearby came in and they ordered, and then
Why do I think this is a story they're about to stick their dick in the apple pie?
No,
wait.
Okay.
They just like slid the
Okay,
paper.
no,
Okay, thank God.
No. Hold on. So
Yeah, apple pie more like apple cream pie.
Hey.
Okay, we're just gonna let
Gross.
Rachel finish the story.
Go ahead,
Because
Rachel.
that
Sorry.
So he
Bad
goes,
children.
like, I'm like, whatever. He goes, do y'all have Apple Pay? And I thought he was just saying apple pie in an accent. So I turned around and I was like, oh yeah, we have it. And so I added an apple pie to their order. And then he paid with Apple Pay, and I was like, oh.
Get the apple pie anyway. Fuck it.
I mean,
I'm
they
like,
got
I
the
gotta
apple
give it
pie.
to
He
you,
didn't
yeah.
say anything about it.
I mean, that's a far more innocent story than I thought it was going to be. Because the minute you said people from Christian school, I'm like, they stuck their dick in that pie.
No, I had to
no,
say
I know
that
they
just
That's
so you know
wild.
the kind of
I
area I live
thought
in.
it was just like they were being awkward because you're like back before people could order without the
Yeah.
the thing. So I was like, okay, did somebody write some shit down and order an apple, like order apple pies? Like it was like someone at the bank and put the teller in the papers like, this is a robbery. Give me all your apple pies. But being like, I would like 5 apple pies, please. Just written on a scratch sheet of paper.
Just passing it. Like, give me 5.
Speaking
apple
of
pie.
like fast food, what do y'all think about that Taco Bell shit? Where
I
they're
don't go
trying
to Taco Bell. Period.
What
Well, do
are we
you
talking
know
Taco
about
Bell?
like the like they're trying to modernize their like restaurants or something?
Oh, where they're making it look like a nightclub? kinda?
Yeah.
I
Like
mean, they're doing it with all the fast food places. It's
That's
like
mostly the big cities, though.
it's a
Like,
capitalism thing.
The rural towns, I don't think are seeing that. So I think I'm still stuck with the 1985 version of Taco Bell.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
like a lot of
With the
restaurants
Dixie
have
cup
them
designs.
wait, what happened? So I didn't hear what either of y'all. Rachel? What'd you
I
say?
was talking about with the Dixie cup designs, like with the blue and the purple.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And what I
Like
was
they're
saying-
supposed to like I guess they're probably gonna have like these pneumatic like what's it called? I forget what it's called. And the kitchen is gonna be suspended above the drive-through. Like
No, it's not.
that's what I read in like an article or
Yeah,
something
no.
like that.
Are they just gonna
So,
like
like-
shoot their food at the cars beneath them, like
Yeah, I guess
Chick-fil-A.
that's what-
t-shirt gun?
Yeah.
There's a Chick-fil-A by me that has a separate little tiny building for the second lane, and they make the food in the main building, and then they have a little clip belt thing. It goes and moves the bag over to the other little tiny building.
That's for the atheists.
I don't go to that one though because it's a very inconvenient location.
Here's your food.
But I do know
It's
why.
cold.
I do know why they're all modernizing. It's capitalism. Short answer. Long answer is, a lot of it is based in like the generation that's like in their like mid to late 20s and like what they like. And so like a big thing with the millennial generation was things being like sleek and modern and stuff.
Mhm.
And so
Is that why
that was
new
part of the
McDonald's-
update was like changing all the buildings to make them look more modern to fit that aesthetic. But
Mhm.
also if they look plain from the outside, then like say it shuts down, it's easier for them to renovate and turn it into something else because it's not like distinctively a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Is that
It's
why
like-
all the new McDonald's restaurants look so
Like a
boring?
cafe.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and the old McDonald's were used to drive people out of the store. That's why they were all red and yellow, is they didn't want people to stay in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
the color schemes of the older McDonald's was to get people in and out quicker.
Yeah, there's a whole
So-
color theory about like emotional comfort and stuff. There's a reason why like off like you go to like certain like schools and like the walls are like a certain tan mauve and be like, okay, this is not supposed to distract, blah blah blah.
Uh,
Or,
Stacy
like,
says,
you know,
"Oh,
Stacy, and it's like, yeah.
Stacy says, oh yeah, Chick-fil-A Chick-fil Heathens, only open on Sundays.
Oh my god, I got like
I
2.5 hours and it's midnight. It's something. Anyways, but like speaking of that, like it's like how like the reason they do it, aside from the capitalism stuff, is like also like when you see a building that used to very obviously be a Walgreens and it's not a Walgreens anymore. So like
Mhm.
it's to get rid of that like distinctive building, because like there's a Whataburger by me that's an insurance building, but it still has the Whataburger triangle shape. And it looks weird, but it's because it's blue now, so it looks wrong.
I always love those restaurants that were like 5 different restaurants before.
Yeah.
And now it's just a
KFC
Domino's.
Taco Bell. There's a
And it
KFC Taco Bell by me.
And now it's just Domino's, and we'll stay Domino's till the day I die, probably, because that's just how Domino's is. Domino's doesn't move, it doesn't die, it doesn't go anywhere.
Domino's. It's a lot
Probably.
like
Family. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave off there. I don't think we need to do any more cards. You guys good with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we need a break, or do we want to go into the topic?
Yeah. That right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I do need a break because I need to watch the trailer.
Okay. 1 second. Where is the commercial?
If you can't find it, I'll do the ads.
I got it. All right. So
Yeah, I remember all of it.
shout out to Deadpool. Chimichangas, that's a good
Wait.
one.
Shout out to Deadpool.
Shout out to Deadpool.
The ladies
Aviation Gin.
Oh my god.
Ryan Reynolds, I expect some pay for that.
Yeah.
I expect that
give
to
us
be
the
good.
quarter.
With as much as I've heard about it, I expect.
Hey everyone, I'm Groot.
Yeah.
And I'm Brad.
And I'm Brad. We're the Nerd Core. Live in
We're
the
the show
Yeah,
that
talk
talks
that.
that nerd.
Shh.
No, I'm
Not on
just
the
saying,
show, right, Brad?
All right, we're going to ads. We'll be
I'm
back.
Raul, and finally, wrestling has come back.
Hey, I'm Rolando Mendoza, and this is,
Jabril Newton.
and we are the hosts of High Flyer Radio.
Radio.
And finally, pro
finally,
wrestling has come back to the Nerdcore podcast feed in the form of a show hosted by Jabril and I. And we talk about everything and anything in the pro wrestling world on Mondays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Nothing's off limits. Whatever you guys want to talk about, if it's from AEW to SmackDown to Raw to NXT, nothing's off the table. We can talk about it.
We're going to talk all about it. And if you can get it a day early, you should go to the www.patreon.com/thenerdcore and pledge to the tiers on there so you can get this show and a lot of shows days early before anybody else gets to hear it. But enough talking about it. We'll go ahead and see you there at the Squared Circle.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tap out. Tune in.
Tune in.
Hello, 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 guys and gals, and you're listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore. I am your host, Daniela Nunez, and along with my amazing co-host, Ashley Garcia, we discuss many things like social impact, pop culture, political realms, and any controversy surrounding the Nerdverse. Tune in and listen to us bi-weekly on the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we will love to chat and hear your thoughts on our wonderful show. And thank you again for listening to The Ladies of Nerdcore.
Hey everyone, my name is Raul, the Nerd Chicano, and I am the host of The Impaired Files. The Impaired Files is a interview show brought to you every Thursday on the Nerdcore podcast feed. And I interview people such as filmmakers, content creators on YouTube, and podcasters like Colton Gishwander. And if you want to listen to that early, a whole week early, all you got to do is go to the Patreon and pledge to the $1 tier. And if you want to listen to it with the general public, then go to Nerdcore podcast feed on anchor.fm/the Nerdcore. And the case is closed, but it's not classified. See you guys there.
Hey, it's Ashley from the Gamer Core. You may remember me from such episodes as Big Screen Mess, Mo Money Mo Platforms, and Brad Can Read. Tune in weekly as I blab with my co-hosts Raul the Nerdy Chicano and Brad the Random Germ about the latest news in gaming and gush over what we're playing at the moment. Oh yeah, and we got the deals too. Keep up with the latest deals in gaming and what's happening as I mediate Brad and Raul fighting like a married couple. Will Death Stranding ever come out? Will Cyberpunk 2077 live up to the hype? Is a next-gen worth a $500 console price tag? And has there ever been a movie adaptation of a video game that's been done right? It's all on the GamerCore podcast, everywhere where podcasts are.
Hey guys, this is Brad, aka Young Yoda. Raul said I had to make an ad, so that's what I'm doing. It's supposed to be for Unstructured, but as you guys know, you can freaking catch me everywhere when it comes to this podcast feed. You can find me on the Nerd Cores, on Gamer Cores, on Nerdy Chicanos sometimes when I get lost. But for this particular one, I want you guys to go check out Unstructured. The Raul gave me free reign to do whatever I want to do. I don't know what he was thinking. So go hear me talk about LeBron James and Taco Tuesday, vaping, so many other freaking weird topics that chimichangas, that's a good one. Shout out to Deadpool. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the ad. So if you guys want to find me, you can find me all over the place on this podcast feed. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I love you all. And nerd up.
Hey everyone, I'm Raul.
And I'm Brad.
And we're the hosts of the Nerdcore podcast. The podcast that talks that nerd. Not on this ad, right?
No,
and
this one.
we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. On the Mondays, we talk the news. That's the box office, the news of the week, and your trailer talk if there is any. And on Tuesday, we have our theme review. And on Saturday, you have a Saturday morning review, usually movies that have come out in the week or anything we want to talk about. Right, Brett?
Exactly. Whatever we want to talk about, this is our show. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen.
We're the flagship show of the Nerdcore podcast feed, and we can be found everywhere you can listen to podcasts like Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. So if you want to talk that nerd stuff with us every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, make sure you tune in. And Brad?
Young Yoda out.
All right.
My favorite part of the ads is in the Instructure ad when Brad goes, Raul gave me free.
You know what? I'm glad somebody pointed that out. Because every time I hear that, I'm like, damn, Brad, cat got your fucking tongue?
Free reign.
What did Raul tell me to say about my podcast? Raul gave me free reign.
Yeah. I don't know what I. So let me just say, I did that ad like 20 times, and I got tired. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
You know, I haven't actually brought it up in an official capacity, but in the back of my head, there's like, in my head, I'm like, as far as things I've been like, oh, if I have more time, I'd be like, oh, tap Brad to be like, hey, let's bring Unstructured back. It's just bullshit.
I mean, I'm down. It's one of those things. I am not good at podcasting alone. That is not my strong suit. Like, there's many others who can do it. I'm not one of those because I just feel like I'm reading shit, which I mostly am.
It's hard.
Yeah. So there's many other people who are better suited for it than I. And so that's why like you only get it Unstructured every now and again.
Yeah, the last Unstructured you did was because I told you to do one.
Yeah. that was the only reason.
I've never heard Unstructured. I just imagine it's just like, oh, let's.
It's
like
exactly what you think.
In my head, like the closest thing in my head to Unstructured would be like the Streaming Wars episodes of the Lucky's Peach podcast.
Really, the Unstructured is mostly me finding the most stupid things I can find on Reddit and then talking about it. That's really what it is.
Okay. Oh, does it have to be
Yeah.
Reddit? I was just gonna bullshit with you. Just like let's bullshit.
No, it doesn't have to be Reddit. Like we could totally bullshit. Like it's Unstructured. It's called Unstructured for a reason. It's just that's what it kind of fell into. Was me just reading stupid stories off Reddit. But okay, I guess we'll go into the topic today. And one of those that I didn't even know until I asked Raul, like, what the hell is the topic? And that is the Spencer trailer, and that is the Princess Diana movie, if people are aware. And again, I have from the wrap, because I can't show in the background the trailer with no audio because YouTube gets mad at me. But I'll read it from the rap. This comes again from Brian
Chicken
Welk.
wrap?
Chicken wrap.
Like Made in New York rap.
Chick-fil heathen.
Get your hungry ass off the show.
My food was
I'm the
not
one
good.
that
I'm not
ordered
gonna
What if
lie.
you're thirsty, Chillzone? Then what? Spencer trailer. See Kristen Stewart. I always want to say Kirsten. I don't know why. See Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana hiding royal secrets. That was not a very good title because it looks like Diana Hiding is her name, and that's not her name. Pablo Larraín directs the film that Neon and Topic Studios will release in theaters on November 5th. The colors are lavish and the gowns are magnificent, but there's a sense of anguish and mystery in the first trailer for Spencer, the much-anticipated biopic about Princess Diana, starring Kristen Stewart. The first look shows Stewart struggling and drifting through these vast palace corridors, but there's secrets she's not showing, responding when one of her aides say they know everything by calmly confiding they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
I tried to do it and then it came out southern.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound like Kristen Stewart. It was like, wow.
It sounds a lot similar to Diana.
Shine bright like a
It's
diamond.
almost there.
Spencer focuses on the one weekend when Princess Diana decided to leave her marriage to Prince Charles during Christmas in 1991. I don't even think most of y'all were born then. Spencer was her maiden name before she wed the British royal. Here's the full synopsis for the film. December 1991, the Prince and Princess of Wales' marriage has long since grown cold. Though rumors of affairs and a divorce abound, peace is ordained for the Christmas festivities at Sandringham Estate. There's eating and drinking, shooting and hunting, and Diana knows the game. This year, things will be a whole lot different. Stewart stars as Princess Diana and Spencer, which co-stars Timothy Spall, Sally Hawkins, and Sean Harris. The film is directed by Pablo Larraín, who's transformed Natalie Portman into Jackie Kennedy for the film Jackie, and is written by Stephen Knight, known for Peaky Blinders, Locke, and Dirty Pretty Things. Spencer also features an original score by Radiohead's Johnny Greenwood, known for Phantom Thread, and the rest of Larraín's creative team includes director of photography Claire Mathin, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, costume designer Jacqueline Duran, Little Women, makeup and hair designer Wakana Yoshihara, Murder on the Orient Express, and production designer Guy Hendricks Dias, Inception. The film is making its world premiere at the Venice Film Festival, but will also play Toronto, and Neon and Topic Studios are releasing it in theaters this award season on November 5th. And the film's run will somewhat coincide with the 25th anniversary of Diana's death in 2022. All right. Who wants to go first? Anybody got any thoughts on this? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Rachel, go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm indifferent because I think there's too many pieces of media, like movies and TV, about the royal family. Too much. They should have stopped with the Queen, because Helen Mirren did that beautifully, but like they should stop after that. I don't entirely think Kristen has the look, but whoever her dialect coach definitely worked overtime. One thing somebody on TikTok mentioned is that like whenever they show or whenever they portray Diana, they like never fully go into how she actually had her hair. They just kind of tone it down into like a Karen haircut, which sucks. But yeah, I'm indifferent.
Gio?
So the most recent thing, I almost interrupted you when you were reading the stuff, because there was a part like, when it was like, Diana knows the game this year, and this year is gonna be different. I was like, what is this, the back of a like YA novel? Like being like, you know,
she ain't putting up with shit.
And Diana's going to find love, learn new secrets, and maybe
Katniss
that boy. Like
Katniss gonna
but,
choose.
Yeah, so for me also, I know on paper why people have this obsession with the royal family and have this obsession with Diana in particular, but I think it's one of those things of like that have been romanticized so much that like people want a certain like have been sold a certain story, and then that story has been like gushied and romanticized even more to not even really be what was actually
Really
going
happened.
on. So, like, in a similar way to like to Martin Luther King's death. But also there's the fact that like I think Kristen Stewart's a capable actor, but anytime I see Kristen Stewart, I never feel like I'm watching a character. I feel like I'm watching Kristen Stewart
Just being Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, like angsty emote.
Yeah.
In the same like she's capable of like a lot, but like I'm never going like, oh, she's like even if I'm going to watch this movie, which is not really on my radar really, and I'm actually thought there was going to be a full trailer instead of the teaser trailer that I've already seen where she says 2 fucking words. I'm never going to like feel like, oh, this is Princess Diana or whatever. It's going to feel, even like if the performance is good, it just feels like Kristen Stewart to me, and maybe that's just because she's such a fundamental part of my pubescent years. Because of Twilight, that made it sound gross when I said pubescent, but like just because when I was a child, Twilight
is big.
Yeah, but this movie has all the people Raul like. That's why Raul picked it. So Raul is the one that I feel like cares the most and has the most
about this and why he picked it. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Where as me as host here, I don't give a fuck about this at all. I was there. I was alive during all this, and it was sad times. And it's one of those. You're right. They have romanticized this to death, and it was a terrible tragedy. And you know, we don't need to keep bringing this up because let's face it, the royal family are pieces of shit. Like, I don't need any more to know about that. Like, everyone knows that. And through the years, there's been a lot of stuff that I won't say on air because I'll go missing. But yes, yeah, I don't care about this movie. I'm not going to watch it. Raul should be talking about this because this was something that he probably would enjoy with all these people. But for me, I don't care.
I think it's that, and also I think he just picked it to give us something to talk about.
Yeah, and usually we'd be like yesterday we would have talked about What If, but I told him I didn't want to talk about the What If episode until he comes back because how good that episode is. Also, I've left Stacy's comment up here for way too long because I haven't got to it yet. How Diana got her groove back.
I love it.
Oh, you just
I love it.
I like this one too. Ladies and Nerd Court. Now it's just Raul working on his impressions. I think I'll leave that one up there.
It's been a minute since Impressions.
Diana's New Groove.
Starring that one's better.
Oh, see, we could have brought British Raul out to give his comments on this.
They don't.
Chillzone, you looking like you're about to cry down there. Like, what? You okay there?
Yeah,
is this too much of a heart turner?
Is this where we find
of a story?
out that Chillzone really loves Diana?
Got the royal family plate.
I mean, what's sad is Diana was kind of one of the normal ones, technically. Like, she was the most normal out of all the royals ever, and then she marries like the biggest piece of shit out of all of them.
Yeah, and that's when she became Dirty Diana.
I think I saw that on a VHS. That's called a throwback joke.
I think it was an orange marriage.
Another step, bro. Jozo, what are your thoughts? Any thoughts?
I watched the trailer. And I mean, like,
indifferent.
Cool. I guess. I mean, I'd say that first note at the beginning of the trailer, that piano, sounded like they're about to start playing Easy Like Sunday Morning. Like, y'all know Doom.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I know it.
Yeah. I swear I thought they were about to start playing that song. But they didn't, and I was actually depressed afterwards.
Dance party.
That lobster looked phenomenal.
The lobster?
Yeah. There was like a lobster that was like on like a platter.
I love how
incredible.
I love how Keon focused on the food.
Um,
I mean, there wasn't much else to focus on in this trailer.
Yeah,
to be
no.
honest,
yeah.
Just
I mean,
some
I think,
white
like-
lady having a breakdown.
I mean, Kristen Stewart looks good. Really? I mean, she does.
I've never been impressed by her acting skills, so that's just another thing like
Yeah.
that makes me against this movie.
hmm I mean, other than the fact that like I really don't care for like royal family stuff anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
There
Like,
was
okay.
a part of me that liked them at some point, and then I realized how fucked up they actually are, and I was like, okay, goodbye.
I think that's like every like, and
Is that,
I
like,
don't know.
money?
I don't know what America has an
Goodbye to
obsession
your
with
family,
like
Ruth.
Downtown Abbey and all that shit, and I
Yeah,
don't know
family.
why.
I don't know. Like,
To them and their
So-
family wreath.
So this movie is probably going to make a shit ton of money just because white people are going to be like, yeah, Brits.
I mean, I
yeah.
can't even like not just white people because I know
Governor.
like I know a couple people who who in the black community who would be like, oh shit, Princess Diana, oh shit, yeah.
I'm not gonna
Or
lie,
something
I
like
just
that.
remembered I have the Princess Diana Beanie Baby in my trunk.
I think
Yeah,
everyone
so-
had that at
I-
some point.
That look cool.
You know,
The purple with the little flower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in my trunk because my grandma had it. And she was moving out last year. And she was like, whatever you want, just take it. She moved into one of those like those old people apartments.
hmm
And then she only lived there for like a month because the freeze happened, and she's incredibly impatient, so she was like, I'm not doing this. And she just moved back into her house, and I was like, well, you already gave all your shit away.
Mine now. Get your own
You're
beanie
not
baby.
getting it back.
Give it back.
I'll take that.
So the consensus I'm hearing in all of this is we're all indifferent on this movie. We don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you know
I
what?
didn't
I'm
even
not
care about
indifferent
Jackie when it came out.
why is it called?
I didn't even know that movie came out.
Because
It
her
was years
maiden name
ago.
is Spencer.
Her middle
Her-
name is Spencer.
Maiden name.
Maiden name.
Maiden name. Okay.
Diana
Maiden
Spencer.
Diana Spencer of Monaco.
Okay. I've only ever heard.
I've
her
learned
called
more
Princess
than I've ever
Diana.
known about Princess Diana on this show.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
right.
think. I mean, I didn't watch it because I could care less. But I don't even think Natalie Portman looked like Jackie Kennedy.
I mean, and sometimes, they're not even really caring
I
about
feel
that.
like I feel like it's one of those things that if you're gonna try to make some like a heartfelt biopic about, a female figure that's big in historical events or whatever, should at least do the work to find somebody who
I
actually
feel like
looks
most
them
of these
instead of
studios,
just getting a big name.
most of these studios don't want that though. They don't want to make something that's factual and relevant and all
It's
that.
like,
They
I'll
just
give
want
it-
it's a money grab.
I'll give the Crown credit in that, like, Emma Corrin at least does look somewhat like her.
The Kren.
The Crown.
The cringe.
The
The
Kren.
Crown.
God no.
The Crown. However, though, the actress that they've gotten for Charles for the
Let
the
it
seasons look nothing like him. They're
Too
making
handsome?
him look
Not
they're making
handsome
him
enough.
look more attractive than he actually is.
Yeah, that's not difficult to do. You'd have to find somebody pretty damn ugly to play Prince Charles. Let's be real here.
Just get a corpse.
I mean, there's been a lot of stuff in the royal family of keeping it in the bloodline that
Yeah.
have caused
say it,
that.
incest.
The family wreath.
Yeah. I mean,
It's all
like
just a big
literally,
circle.
the royal family for England is German, like legit, like, and then like political. I can't remember which one was it, Victoria, or there was one queen like literally was like the whole plan was like I'm sending all of these people other places to have these political marriages, with the whole goal for that like in the bloodline, it would all come back together as one family, and then it would really then the sun would really never set on the British Empire.
And that's where you get family members with 2 sets and 2 rows of teeth, like shark teeth.
Colonized, conquest, girl boss.
They swim really well.
All of a sudden, humans start being born with gills.
Webbing.
They're gonna come for us.
Yeah, this is gonna be it. They're gonna.
Don't drive through any tunnels. Don't drive through any tunnels in Paris.
It was a tunnel. See, my brain was saying a tunnel, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say it. And I thought it was maybe.
Then it was paparazzi on motorcycles, which, what are they doing? Driving the motorcycles and taking pictures?
Yeah, because the bus went in the tunnel and then it didn't come out, right?
Yeah, it slammed into one of the middle posts.
Oh my God, I just read what Gio put in private chat. I didn't know this because I was too young to really care when Margaret Thatcher died, but people applauded her when she died.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, the British royals, they are not loved like they used to be. Maybe Harry. That's about it.
A lot of people love Elizabeth just because she's so old.
Keep going, Elizabeth. You made it. To fucking 100.
Put your bets down. Who's dying first, her or Betty White? My money's on
Betty.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not answering that because
now you're making me depressed. I'm putting my bet Charles dying before.
Answered.
Oh, he
go in your corner.
is.
Get in your corner, Rachel. Get in your corner. You did something very bad.
That's why. I'll wait till they get back.
I was hoping Rachel would actually get in the corner.
Yep, in a corner. There's the corner. You can come back, Rachel. Rachel, come back. Come back, Rachel. I know you can't hear, but come back. I was gonna say the only reason the Queen has lived this long is so Charles does not get on the throne. It is out of spite this woman has lived until into her hundreds. That's the only reason.
She's in her late 90s.
Yeah, she's close enough. I'm rounding up.
How old was Charles?
Charles is in his 70s, I believe. Close to 80s.
Who was it that just recently passed away? William.
Oh, the husband.
Philip.
Yeah.
Philip. Philip.
Yeah, the zombie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, y'all said Charles earlier, and I said get a corpse. I had him confused with Philip. Okay.
Philip, no, Philip is the one that was a zombie for 2 years. Prop him up. This weekend at Bernie's.
Have you seen Charles's hands? They look disgusting.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of like Mitch McConnell's in a way, just blackened and
Mitch McConnell just looks disgusting all over.
He is rotting.
I mean,
yeah, old people rot.
STDs do that to you.
The old people smell because there's old people rot.
The only royals I care to learn about
old people rot.
at this point.
It is called old people rot.
I'm just imagining they're just sticking car fresheners on fucking old people. Be like, put this in your pocket.
Okay. I watched The Prince, which is the animated show that makes fun of the royal family. And the bit the whole time is that Philip is hanging on by a thread. He doesn't talk, his mouth just hangs open.
Do y'all see the Guinness Book world records? World records is totally different. There's a VHS for that. Well, world records. The dude who was 112, and literally the man could not close his mouth. I will say this: if y'all ever find me at an age where I can't close my mouth, find a high cliff and just let me go.
Go to Switzerland.
Just let me go. Be like, we don't know gravity.
At that point, somebody would have to staple your mouth shut or something. I don't know.
Brad said, if my mouth can't stay open,
in the Prince, they would put food in Philip's mouth and just go like,
Oh my god.
Baby bird it.
it was funny though.
Old people rot. Hey, that's my garbage cover band name.
Did y'all do a cover of Peaches?
Hey. Cut a slice.
The only royals I care to learn about anymore are Henry VIII's wives, not him, his wives,
Mm-hmm.
and the Romanovs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think
That's
there's
a
only.
whole thing. It's so sad. That made me
That's
sad
a
at the
whole
end.
thing.
I think there's
Yeah,
only
you gotta
so
learn
much we
about all
can.
that, and then you get to Rasputin's penis.
Oh, the King's
I'm
Man.
not touching that, but I'm not touching the fetus. But okay, for those who don't know about the Romanovs, the way I think about the end,
Natasha?
the way they died,
Black Widow.
I'm just gonna keep rolling. The way I think they die, I
Marvel
imagine them dying
Studios.
is like in the music video "This Is America," where like the gun just goes. Rah!
Budapest.
That's how I imagine like what happened. The Romanovs got all shoved into a corner and then went.
Okay.
Oh, poor Nikolai.
Budapest.
Fun fact: I was
7
working on a thing with
lights.
somebody where I had to.
Lights.
So the story about Rasputin is that the rumor was that he had a third leg. So when he died, they
Are they
cut
talking
it
about
off
his
and
penis?
preserved it. Yes, preserved it in a jar, and it's there's photos of it on the internet. I think it's in a museum somewhere. But
Well,
Is
it's
it
like
that
a
impressive?
relic?
Is it that impressive if it's a third leg? Wow.
That must have been a longer day.
I
Man
mean,
had a horse.
He was hooking up with Nicholas's wife,
Yeah.
Sandra.
That was yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna move from giant.
We digress.
And then we're gonna move to plugging it up because we're just gonna end that right there because because the Royals are gonna come for us in one form or the other. But Chillzone, go ahead and plug it up. You're just thinking of the giant the baby's arm holding an apple.
It's
No,
real gross.
that, no,
What's going on in my head?
Yeah. Hello, internet. You all can find me anywhere and everywhere on twitter.com/Mr. Chillzone. You can also find me on youtube.com/I do not have my own URL because I have not uploaded in over 5 months and I'm not at 100 subscribers. You can also find me on here. Yes, I'm here. Every almost Friday and Saturday. Damn it, y'all made me laugh. I hate all of you.
I did nothing.
Mr. Monotone.
Go ahead. That's it.
You good? You sure?
Yeah.
All right, Gio. Plug it up, host.
All right, my turn. Hi, I'm Gio. You can follow me on Twitter at MediaMartyr17. That's MEDIAMARTYR17. Linktree in the description on my Twitter for all the places I am on the internet. You can also find me here. I'm here. You could also on Wednesday, September 8th at 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Survivors of Flame, a D&D 5e actual play show. It will be there. I am the DM. Brad is Yodar the Hermit. We're going to have a great time. Also, Share Club Pod, a podcast in which I and my good friend Michelle talk about film, TV, music, and anything that's lit. They'll go on Fridays at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time, where podcasts are found. And follow us on Twitter at Share Club Pod. Yes.
Outstanding, Gio. Rachel.
It was incredible.
I did crack a couple times. I did have a little bit.
It was incredible.
Up, zooming in.
Oh,
Do you not realize that I was trained in a summer camp when I was 7 and 8 for acting?
Hi.
Who, by Rami Malek?
I'm an actor. Anyway.
You can find me everywhere at Lucky Peach, LVCKY Peach, as well as every Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time.
I was like, you can't do it because you're looking at us.
yeah.
New episodes of The Luckiest Peach. This upcoming episode, this coming Tuesday, is the first episode for September. It is Streaming Wars, where I talk about everything coming out in September. That is all.
And you can find me because I'm not doing that. Why do y'all hate me?
Do it, Brad. Try your best.
No.
This made me think of when Gio walked into Michelle and was like,
Open the door!
your mom, Michelle, coming in.
But I was like,
Your mom, Michelle, coming in.
Bam! Big
Oh
bird
my
up there. You can find me at Random Germ 101 everywhere. You can find me at the Nerdcore _ at the Nerdcore everywhere on social media.
the Nerdcore's core. That's the hype.
At the Nerdcore _ on Twitter. You can find me on Survivors of Flame, playing as Yodar the Hermit this Wednesday. That's about it. All right. So, yeah. How are we going to send them out?
Brad, send
You?
him out. He's muted.
Oh, nope. No, he's muted. All right. So I'll send them out.
The
this is going. Thank you to all those in chat today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to our special guest co-host Rachel. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this, I'm out of host. I'm out of hosts. It's our 5-year anniversary. I hope y'all fucking enjoyed. Who the fuck is Bob Fosse? Young Yoda out.
Gio funny as hell for that dog.
Happy birthday.
Y'all, I forgot my McDonald's was delivered. So it was just outside for like 10
Man
minutes.
got cold food.
Yeah, I wanted hot fries, and now I had just food just sitting out there.
Hi, everybody.